Good afternoon. Our first piece will be the Dies Irae by Z. Randall Stroop, and we are going to start on page 11 at the PAA section. We want to make sure to have a good bit of motion in that, okay? Let's start right on, and here's your first pitches. Thank you, Andrea Denma. The hard part about this piece is changing so quickly from one emotion to the other. What is it that the PAA section means? What are we trying to get out of that?
Rest.
Rest. What kind of rest? Very good answer.
Relief from death.
Yeah, like eternal rest, right? Yes, that's exactly what we're going for. But then we have this whole other section that just comes directly before and after that. That's very, very different. Internal conflict. It's sort of like trying to decide what kind of chocolate do I want. Because white chocolate is very different than dark chocolate, and both are great, but you approach them very differently, right? So when you have this section, you really want to make sure that it has that feeling of eternal rest. But then give me a word for the next section. First thing.
Anger.
Anger. What else?
Wrath.
Say that again.
Frustration.
Frustration.
Wrath.
Wrath. Yes, and those are very different. Okay. And so when we get to this next section, how quickly can you shift that? Can I see it in your face? Can I see it in your eyes? Okay. The intensity that we want. Also, but I want you to go back for 1 second, and I want you to look right when we come in at the bottom of 11, and we've got this. The carryover feels like we're losing a little bit of steam, okay? So for just a second, can you put your music down and stand? And I want you to pretend right here like you have a band here, like a workout band, okay? And you're going to pull that on the, say this with me as you pull it, and don't let it go until you take a breath. So it'd be like this. And then you take your breath. So don't let that band go slack. Make sense right there? Let's do that section without music and try that as we sing it. And we will go on to the next section. Okay? Let's do it. Andrea? Thank you, ma'am. I'll give you 3, 4. next selection will be Worthy to be Praised by Byron J. Smith, the treble choir version of the piece. And we will begin today actually with the second verse of the solo on page 6. Okay? So if you can grab that spot. Think about when we start with the solo in this piece. And then after it's about, I don't know, 8 measures, 10 measures or so, all of a sudden the choir comes back in. What is your first section after the solo? I will sing.
I will shout.
Yes. Now, when you say I will sing, I will shout, those are huge words in this piece. It is not, I will sing quietly and in an intimidating way. And I will whisper this truth. Okay, when we sing this, there's a ton of energy. It's like it's pouring out of you, right? And so when we get there, it should really feel like a big contrast between the solo sound and then the group sound. Okay, so as much energy as you can bring to that, that will bring your audience in. So let's start there right at the second solo, and we will stand in just a second, and when we, let's take it from right there, okay? So, if you, Miss Andrea Dunlap, if you could please give us, say, measure 28, like we're at the second time through, okay? Let's stand, and Noelle, if you will sing the solo for us, that would be good. Okay, second time through the solo. Here we go. Now, does this feel like the same section? No. Why do you think, anybody, why do you think that Byron Smith put this section in here? It's a gospel piece, right? Does this section necessarily feel like the middle of a gospel piece? No. So why do you think he did? To add contrast, right? To bring the energy. I totally agree. To bring the energy in when it changes back. I mean, it's really a stark contrast, right? So I totally agree. When we get there, though, can we display even more contrast? Very tall sound. Say your first word that you come in with the coda as tall as you can. Ready, go. Praise. What's the word you thought of just then? British. I love it. Okay. Yes. Tall, elongated, lifted, any of that. So when we get there, make sure that is very different. Now, second sopranos, look just for a second right at your portion of the coda. And what I'm listening for specifically is when you, after the join all and sing Hosanna, don't cut off too early, give it enough. Oh, let, it's that pitch on let, make sure it's high enough. Okay, can we start at 52 just seconds? And here is your A flat. Listen one time. Oh, let, okay, really make sure think of a bird on a wire, okay? Think of the pitch as being the bird on the top of the wire. We don't want the bird dangling from its feet on the wire. And that pitch feels like it's like, what? Yeah, go ahead and just get up to it, okay? Think high, kind of eyebrows up, a little bit of energy will go a long way on that, okay? So let's start right at the coda and we will go to the end. Feel good? Great work today. Thank you, everyone. Here we go. Here are your notes for the coda. And let's just start right on them, okay? Great job, everybody. Great job. Thank you so much. You can have a seat.